The reason Mexicans use the N-word in a lot of occasions when they're not using it, you know, to be offensive to an African American is because that's how they was raised. You know, it's the same thing, vice versa. If there's a black that uses certain essay words, it's because they were raised around them type of people. Like me, obviously, pueden saber que yo soy así. So all the anger and stuff about Mexicans using the N-word, that gotta stop, bro. It's not about nobody accepting it. I'm black and Mexican. I've heard racials from both sides. But at the end of the day, when the Mexicans use that, Latinos in general, it's love. And it's because they were raised around or listening to black music, around black people, South Central, West Los. A lot of places like that, they use it. East LA, they don't because they ain't around, you know? Logic.
What genre do I think is overrated? If you sampling a soul record, get that out of here. No one's trying to hear that. I hate soul, anything, boom bap. Yeah. Get that out of here, bro. I don't like any of that music.
Here's a message for all of the Africans who's coming to the U.S. Be extremely careful when you're sending your kids to the public schools here. Understand that all skin folk ain't kin folks. The public schools in America are indoctrination camps, and they are designed to destroy your daughters. Not only will they be destroyed by the indoctrination of the school, they will also be destroyed from the other black women that they will be around inside of the school. If your daughter never knew anything but peace all of her life, that shit is going to change when she steps inside of that public school in America. And this goes for your sons as well, because a lot of these men that are being brought up in these public schools are not being raised in a two-parent household structure. They're coming to school, they're acting a damn fool, and your kid might be influenced from that. I've seen it with my own eyes. A lot of my Liberian brothers have been influenced by the system in America, and it has destroyed them the same way that it has destroyed the other black men here. My advice to you, if you have daughters, homeschool them. If you have sons, keep him focused on his path and keep him in tune with God. And like I said in the other video, make sure you're banding with other Africans. As the Africans come together, y'all may be able to create your own types of school systems and schools in America, because the black community that's here, we don't come together for shit. Or else we would be creating our own schools and providing the knowledge and education to our own kids. But we allow the man at the top of the food chain, the European man, to swindle and trick us into destroying ourselves. So that's another thing you got to think about when you come to America.
Thank you. Get my right menu. But on me. Water on it. Sorry for not good money. Right. I'm here. Come on. Okay. Well, where you at? What? Yeah.
Thank you.
Last. Play that bit off the chair. Whoa. Whoa. She just slid that off the chair, nigga. Slid that bit off the chair. Breathe out. And somebody, I'm down. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Yes.
I don't think I said it to myself. What? I said it to myself. Chill, what's doing that? Maybe it's right. No. Sister, you good? For question for her. Oh. What? Oh my God. Wait, is this her phone? Wait, this her phone? She was on the light. Hey.
So there's a school in Nigeria that is actually an Indian school, and this school admits only Indians that are living in Nigeria. Not a single Nigerian can attend that school. TVC carried that news. According to TVC News, they said when they heard about this, they actually went to the school. Two reporters went to the school pretending to be parents who wanted to admit their child in the school. On reaching there, they were welcomed, they entered the school, and the next thing they were told is that they do not admit Nigerians in their school. Mind you, this school is in Nigeria, that they offer all subjects in the school, including English and math, but Hindu is actually a compulsory subject in that school. As long as you're a student in that school, you must offer the language Hindu. That is Indian language. Even after they left, they were trying to make video of the school, like the vicinity and all. There were restrictions that did not allow them. They had to go about 100 miles and then use the drone to be able to record that school because of the restrictions. So this reporter said that they didn't really believe it, so they had to stick around the school until closing hour. And then when the school closed, take a look at this. Only Indian children and parents were coming out of the school gate. Not one single Nigerian came out of... I don't get... In your own country, may one Nigerian man now go open school for US or UK or Canada. Come talk say for that school, now only Nigerian people go to Guam. US people no go to school. Like, there are some things we take in this country that to some extent they think, say this thing normal? Is it okay? Are we all right? Hey, I want to help me. They say the school is in Lagos. This particular school is in Lagos State. Guys, what do you think about this? It makes sense, no make sense. Should I come in peace in this particular one or come in pieces? Whichever way, I come in peace.
So I say it like this without being emotional, without being offended. Does he have a point? Yes. When I was growing up, my mom told me every time I left out the house to go to school, whatever those kids are doing outside of their home, whatever those kids are doing directly at the store, whatever those kids are doing specifically at the school, you don't do that and you don't bring it back home, because that's not how I raised you. So when I listen to this man and I empty out all emotion and I just pay attention to the words and I use logic and I also bring personal experience directly into this, I can state that he is correct. Will people get offended at the fact that he's trying to give a warning to Africans out there that, hey, if you put your kids into these American schools, they're going to Americanize your kids. So the way that you may have a family-oriented system, the way that you may want to upbring your children, the type of culture you're trying to instill, that's pretty much going to get erased because they're going to be indoctrinated into this system. And when your kids are indoctrinated into this system, they are going to start to mimic and have the same behaviors and attitudes as the American or specifically the Black American kids directly out there. He's not wrong for stating that. He's not wrong for stating that at all. Because if you take the African part out of it and you pay attention to the part where he's talking about the indoctrination, where he's talking about the schooling, where he's talking about the fact that there's a negative culture when it deals with kids, specifically Black American kids in American schools. And when they are indoctrinated, when they associate themselves with this type of negative element or these types of individuals, it does not bode well for both them, the family, or society. Again, he is correct. Going to schools, being around a variety of Black kids. Of course, you can clearly see that not everybody is the same, but there's always this one consistent thing that is there, and that is the negative aspect of what is taught by way of both community and culture. And those things are also allowed to spread, which cause, again, a negative effect on the community. It causes a negative outlook, which is clearly what he's talking about here. So again, I would try to tell people to not be so emotional when listening to things like this, because for whatever reason, that's everybody's go-to is, I'm offended, I'm emotional, versus logically thinking and breaking down specifically what he is stating. Again, what he's stating is not harmful. What he is stating should not be hurtful to any Black American here, because we've all gone to schools. We've all been around our own people. We've been able to experience and see a variety of things. Better yet, you can even look towards your own families and you can see that you don't want to associate yourselves with certain people in your family. You don't want to associate yourself with certain types of friends. You don't want to associate yourself with certain types of coworkers. So again, like I said, he has weight to what he is stating, especially when it deals with homeschooling. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this and everything else that you were able to see in this video in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.